Hello, I'm doing an unannounced live. um, I something came into my mind today. You see, I made a very bad decision um, a minute ago, uh, almost a year ago. Um, I did some real fuck shit. Let me be honest. First and foremost, I got divorced. That wasn't even, I know she had something going on with some, she was tired, I had a depression. That's why I'm glad now. That's what I mean with the social media, that people in real life literally taking a stand here in life. It's not that I don't feel good because all the real motherfuckers are with me. So in that sense, I feel totally awesome. But I feel like the wrath of the people who not come around that much for kicking it with me and shit like that. Um, I feel people who always would and I think it's also because I'm doing this in English. I think people hate this because they think it's because I want to be something I'm not. And it's got nothing to do with that. It's got something to do that I hope Doc sees it or Tommy sees it or somebody who can use like listening to a man who's talking about everyday life. Like, how it is to be an alcoholic, struggling with everyday fucking life when there's all these alcohol commercials. Now in Denmark, there's restrictions on that shit. So, you see, actually, it's a good country to be. Even people who smoke cigarettes, it's like they're hiding the cigarettes so you can't see the commercials. It's kind of stupid, but it is what it is. People smoke anyway. They'll always smoke a lot. All cigarette packets are black here in Denmark. Even though it says Marlboro, it's not a red packet. It is a fucking black packet. Yeah. I gotta slow down on the coke. And on cocaine, but I did that a long time ago. And not even that long time ago. 'Cause as many people know, I took a relapse. Like a year ago, I was almost killing myself. And I don't care about that. Because it's past. Now I'm going into a new age. I got a job now. I got some responsibilities. I have a whole new chapter that I'm gonna fill out with my music. My creativity is gonna have a big, big, big thing in my new life, in this life I'm gonna live now. It's not because I'm changing my spirit, and actually after the operation I just got, I need to get some more in shape. Hey, Babs, I'm just talking shit. Thank you, Babs. You're always nice. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm just talking about how it's going in my life, and I just had a little operation, and I had a little problem, and now it's going fine, and it's nice. And thank you for stopping by, Babs. You're always a lovely, lovely girl and lovely woman to come around, and you're always so nice. You're a very, very good person. I like good people. It's good to have good people around you. Then your energy becomes better. It's like it's positive. Give You know, if you give positivity, you get it right back, man. You see, it's not always to talk about. I'm not saying that it's not fun to sometimes talk about assholes and drama and shit like that. I love that shit. I love shooting the shit with Dog and with all the people. I love that shit. That's why I'm on YouTube. So, that's because it's my friends. But when it comes down to real people in my real life, that's literally taking my. It's not so much that they're taking my ex's point of view and her view of it all. That's okay. I don't care. But it's that it's a lie that makes me like, okay, so they rather listen to a lie because it sounds better than listening to a fucking real thing. Yeah, I know, Babs. I'm not even doubting that. I know you can be, of course, man, of course. But I just say it's sweet when people like you come by. I know you can be spicy as hell. Of course, that's why you survive, in this YouTube, as they call them, streets. Even though I think this is a street, and I don't think YouTube owns this. I don't know. Maybe they do. I know you can't do liars. I know. Perhaps you know. No, and like, I found out that because this guy Pops, he wanted to do a show about me and my band shit, and a lot of people that have this craft that he's got, like he's good with the computer and shit, and good showing. He could show some of the. Get ratchet. I understand that. But as I said, I wanted to go on that show because people haven't done a show about my old band in a minute, and and if you show the right clips, then it makes sense, and it's a whole other show, and it's not that he will get the views, I'll get the views. It's about me, so it's me that's getting the views. You know what I mean? It's like I don't care who's earning the money. It's not about that. I just wanted to because we got 30 years anniversary this year. So that's why I want to do something. Yeah, and I think it would be a great show because I have something I never showed you guys before. Some of my reviews from newspapers and reviews from what they call it, what they call it, showcases and all that shit. Big reviews from big music magazines and pictures and shit like that. And it's something I've got. I have some left, and that's because of my ex. Even though she was who she was, but she loved music, and so she helped me a lot, and she met all my good friends who she's they're mad at me because I did something stupid. I was uh, I was playing a concert, and I was not doing a great job. Let me be honest. I had a relapse, and I did not do my job to the T. I did not do it, and he wrote to me that Mass, I have to take a break from you for a minute, and but then he wrote some bitchy shit like, Mass, I need yeah, exactly how I am now. But the funny shit was with that shit he said, like some shit that don't even make sense. He have a studio, and he bitched because I said, "Can you take some guitar plectors with you?" And so that's a problem. You see, small things like that. When he called me once, he had a small thing with his nails, and he wanted me to say to a whole discotheque I just rented that, hey, sorry, but He's got something with his finger. You see, you can't do that. But he's a nice guy, and I really like this guy. So I'm very sad that I lost him as a very, very good friend because he's a very, very good guy, and he learned me a lot, and I learned a lot from him. Like both when it comes to life and when it comes to work and shit. And I did a Facebook live where I was on drugs and fucked up totally. So and then I went to a vacation. Let me call it that. A little vacation. That's over now. I'm in another. Uh, I don't know if you call it a paragraph. I'm here on a paragraph. It's called 141, paragraph 141 in Denmark. That means I live for cheap rent, a place where the people who own it are the only one who can throw me out, and not the not even the what do you call it uh, the owner of the building. They don't own the building. They're like paragraph 141 is for husbands who got into an altercation with their wives, and their wives said they were scared, or they were like, oh, they're like stupid. Come home with there's one here that he was he was home alone, and there was this guy. He just was with his wife home. He was a biker from a very famous club. So he was like, I think I'll go. And it was his house. And we have a football player. We have, yeah, like a stepping stone. It is. It's for parents, especially parents, like dads. It's only men. It's only men. It's like, it's a stepping stone. I got it because I got my big. I don't see him that often because I don't see him at all actually. But they gave me a big room because they said he was grown up, and so they gave me a big room. I got a big room, and we're six men uh, living on each store. So I'm glad that it's a new paragraph, and it's a new home, it's a new house. So I'm actually getting an apartment from this place. I'm not. They're not giving me. It's my money. It's not that. They're not giving me an apartment, but because of the the people who work here and shit like that, they work. They look for it. It's a very great program. It's for it's for people who's been in altercation with the law and have some problem with kids, who's going to take the kids and who's not. And a lot of men are winning cases here, uh, having the kids. And it's nice to see, children who miss their dad and to see how much love there is from a kid who misses his dad or misses her dad. It's like, or twins. I even seen twins, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful program, And we have and for me, it's like I'm 50 now. So going and they're like calling me grandpa because I'm like going in, and I'm like old because I got gray beard and shit like that. And their dads are like 30 and 31 and shit like that. So they think I'm funny. They call me grandpa. So but there's one that's older than me called Peter. But we're the oldest, and but most people are football players, uh, uh, you know, carpenters, all kind of people from all state of, all different different places, different work, different, different ages, different. It's great, and and it's yeah, half century old. Perhaps she's so funny. Half century. But it's the truth. I can't even say no, man. That's a lie. The sad thing is that I'm not. Now you're not going, and that's what made me happy. Yeah, it is funny, Babs. That the so funny thing is that I came to terms with that. I'm not saying this is the end phase, like oh, I'm 50, I'm dying. No, I'm saying that, hey, I know that I lost my mom and dad. That was very rough for me, and but I'm like now I miss them. I don't. I'm not grief. I'm not in grief anymore. I just miss them. Yeah, yeah, shame once for their age. It's like weird. It's only people like even I don't have any problem with factual like that, but yeah, when he's saying all kind of weird shit, but he don't want to show himself, and he's saying that oh those he looks Mass is half I'm older than Mass, and he's those he said I'm looking like the witch of Denmark. Those I'm a good looking 50-year-old man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have a lot of energy. I must admit that I do because I do good things for me, and I must admit I had a very bad year. I had a very sad year since my parents passed in 19, and that's 3 years ago. These 3 years have been a what do you call it? Something that not everybody should try. My parents died within 6 weeks. They were both gone, and with them gone, my whole family was gone. So you see, these 3 years have been very strange, difficult to come through, and over the death, one of my best friends died too. I got divorced. I got thrown out of my own house. I lost my dog. How how crazy can it get? And yeah, one thing after another, and it was just like the domino effect. It was like what the fuck, but I took it way too serious. Uh, yeah, I'm still here. That's what's most important. Even though there's been some very complications on the way, but everything is good now. And that's why I'm coming here. And even though some are butthurt over there, some people are butthurt because I'm speaking English. I'm speaking English because I'm coming out to people in the United States and other places in Germany, and I even met people from Finland, and people where we don't actually understand each other that well. We don't understand another in Spain just because we're Europeans. We don't understand each other. Not everybody talk Italian. Not everybody talk like even German. So it's like, English is like the universal language. So I don't speak a language everybody understands. That's like, that's like, that's why I wanted to come on and speak because I wanted to uh, It's the matter of how you get back. Keep getting back. Lean back, not lean back, but get back. Getting back is the. It shows how much power you literally got and how much energy you shows. Yeah, I don't know who's hiding in the bushes, but it must be somebody who finds it's pop out. Yeah, ghost. Throw. I don't know if it's troll. It's okay. Me and Babs are just having a conversation. Actually, it's literally what's going on right now. Because it is like it's shooting the shit. Because I must admit, I have to see. I can't see how many. Why can't I see that? That's because my phone is literally. Oh no, man! There now I can see it because there was something wrong with my phone. Hello, hopefully. He said, hopefully you and the bushes are having a great, wonderful day. That's what Babs is hoping and literally thinking you're having. And two people, yeah, it's a weird thing. But it's maybe it can be. I know he's not working today. It can be people who it's just. I have some people who's just watching me. I know one of them. I think this is. I can't say with a certainty that it's him or her. But I'm almost sure that I know one of them who it is. It would make sense if it's the person I'm thinking of. It would make a lot of sense, but I can't say who it is, because that will stir, the pots, so to say, or what you say, because some people are craving for that shit, and I'm not gonna get involved in all too much uh, weird shit on here, because when I actually the reason why I got so mad on those, that was because you disrespected me when my mom she was literally dead almost. She was dying. She was passing away. I think it was 2 days after he said it or something like that. So I was very mad. And being very mad is okay sometimes. But I'm not getting mad anymore over him calling me because he's lying, and the lies that come out of this man's mouth is ridiculous. It's literally JK. Who's that? JK. No, no, I thought you meant another one. Oh, it's fair. You're not getting babs. Hey, Phil. Hope you're doing great, man. Hope you're doing great. But it was. uh, I literally did a very stupid thing, as I said. Yeah, the mad thing. Yeah, actually, I read something about us being mad in the old century. We were like some idiots. But the funny thing is, I did some research, and I normally don't do this. This person keeps writing me that these people are talking a lot about me. So I'm thinking, why would they talk about me? I'm literally not having anything on YouTube that have any uh, worth that I got nothing on the internet that's worth anything other than some of my music, and that's not even the real shit I make. So some of it is. There is actually some on not on YouTube, but on the internet you can find if you know how to look and shit. But I will no spill the beans yet, but it'll be spilled. But actually, I'm gonna. That's why I want to make this program because I'm getting older, and I can't. I'm sorry, but me and a computer, it's literally too. Yeah, I know they're entity they crave, but what I mean is I'm just gonna make this nice program about the band I played and about the life I had when I was playing music, and it's gonna be just a show, and I don't care which platform it's on. Actually, I would hope that it would be a platform, but it sometimes needs to be somebody you don't know, if you know what I mean. Yeah, but I am progressing, literally, Babs. I'm getting an apartment, They're looking for one right now, and I'm looking with them, of course, but I have some people that have I have an economy accountant. Uh, he's called Jens. That's a very Danish name. And, um, he's literally helping me with all these problems I got. When you go, you know how it is when you break up with that person you've been together with for a minute. If you share your economy, if you share a house, if you share a dog, you have to keep it in half. No, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's not always fun and games to say goodbye to your loved one. And she was not my loved one anymore, and I was not hers. So I think it was easy for her, but it was like it is what it is today. It's nothing. It is just, but you know how it is when it's happening. It is just yeah. Actually, I'm positive. I have when I go up in my room, the first thing you see is my guitars. My guitars. There's this guitar rack with 5 guitars in it, or four, I can't remember. And then I have one or two standing up. So I just can take one, and I got my board on the floor so I can play and I can loop and play and write. I write a lot of shit. No, show, man. Co-parenting after so much history, I couldn't even imagine that. That would be like, what the fuck? Shit. I would feel like, I don't know how I would feel if I had to meet my ex every fucking, week or something like that. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. I literally wouldn't. Yeah, of course, if the kids, but I have no kids. I have no kids that like on plates, as we say here in Denmark. It's because it's so expensive to own. It's not expensive to own a car. You can buy a car like that, but who wants a car like that? It's Peter's, my friend. It's a funny little car. Actually, it is. It's what car is it? It's a Suzuki. Suzuki. It's Peter. Well, my friend. Yeah. Well, Nicola. He just bought this car, but Nils, the football player, his car's not here. And I actually bought a bike, so it is what it is. But this Fiat, that's the same. Let's make Audis, Volkswagen. Oh, you can't see it, but this one. Maybe Volkswagens and shit like that. He bought that. No, but it's because Babs, I am what do they call it? I'm such a messy man. Like with my bills and like all my taxes and shit like that. I'm like, oh, because I'm a musician, you know. So when I go out, and now I'm also a speaker for the public, not the speaker for the public. What do they call it? I'm a guide from the Voices from the Street. It's a corporation that's called Voices from the Street. That's got a lot of people like me uh, from the streets, who lived on the streets, who tried being rich and getting poor. You know, having a story that's worth listening to, and they know they can see all the truth, and they know the truth because they know me. Some of them, the people who rent me right now, who as a guy, you know, it costs this and this. I think they want to listen to a story that's very real and very hardcore. You know, my story is not for Boy Scouts. Let me be honest, it's not. And I love when a person says, "But there can't be no hoods in Denmark," and I was like, "What?" Or in Europe, I was like, "What? What? What?" He knows Copenhagen is a city with 1.57 million people. It's just in Denmark, and in Europe, Paris got like I don't know how many million. That's a lot of people. And you know what I mean about that? We are like a billion people in Europe. So of course it's big Europe, but we don't speak the same language like you do. So you can't just say I'm European. That's like that's a very yeah. Now they got the European Union and all that shit, but it's like it's very different from the United States. And that's why I love United States. You can go for days, you know, just traveling, and they speak the same language, even though you've been going for days. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's nice. I like that, but it would never be like that in Europe. You see, they would never. And even though if when you come to France, they pretend that they don't speak English. They pretend that. It's like I hate fake people. I hate fakeness. I hate when people get butthurt over like me being fucked out of my mind on a relapse. You know, saying shit on the internet and people using it against me like it's some law that's saying don't fuck with Matt's like for the minute because he's like I'm not saying that's what's happening, but it was almost what happened. If I hadn't said anything, people would still have been like that. It's like, what the fuck? Take it easy, man. But the real people called. Oh, perhaps I'm sorry to say I relapsed, and it's a year ago now. Actually, this month it's a year ago. Um, it was cocaine. Yeah, a lot of it, a lot, too much, way too much. Um, I actually, you know, my life. I lived in a hotel. You know, I paid a hotel every fucking night. a bomb hotel, not a real nice hotel, but not the worst hotel in the fucking world, but it wasn't a life. It was like, it was uphill, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm not, cocaine is like a motherfucking, when you freebase it and, you got a lot of it and it's just, no, man, I was making bad deals. I was in a bad place. I was in a very bad place. Let me be honest. I was. And it cost me a lot, but, I'm a good person. So I will never talk about the people I did it with. I will never say why I did, but the sad thing is, I relapsed so hard that I did some criminal shit. And I got myself, found that I was in jail, like a treatment jail. It was like, that's a good thing in Denmark. You get a lot if it's something with drugs, they always offers you treatment. I'm okay, French. Those understand. Yeah, I clean up. I haven't been drinking. Darth, my worst thing is drinking, but cocaine was the next big thing, and I stopped drinking 18 years ago. I haven't taken a drink for 18 years. Drinking is my worst enemy. Um, I'm a bomb when I'm drinking. I can't handle my alcohol, not at all. And I'm not afraid to say it. I'm actually proud to say it. I'm not like the fuckhead that's alcoholics and won't admit it, and they drink like, so much that it's ridiculous. Um, and they're because it's illegal. So they're like, oh, it's nothing, I'm just drinking. And but I like when I saw Doc when he stopped drinking whiskey, I took my hat off because it's not everybody who can do what Doc did. No, I don't ever hear Bruce Bruce talking about me. I don't do that, French Stores in the booty house. When is he talking about me? I don't hear it because I'm not watching him that much. And when I'm watching him, because you say that I hear that he's talking about me, I do not hear him mentioning my name. So, but he can mention my name if he wants to, but why would he? I'm not the biggest YouTuber. You can see this. Yeah, in Denmark, there's plenty of us. Yeah, actually is. The West is there. That's Point Strand. You don't know what that is, but that's in Copenhagen. And once, I was an addict. That's not funny, actually. It's not funny. But, I was out and it was let me say, this man, he was not all this manly. You know what I mean? He was more like a woman. So he went in and he gave me, he had drugs. So I was like, yeah, let's get this fucking drugs. And that was the hood. And I remember when I had to go home, I had a VCR and I had some equipment and all that shit. I had to give, sell it for money. And he gave me that shit. So I have to go through. And, they checked me like 6 times, something, who I was, and, shit like that. And I said, but I live here. I'm from Denmark. And they were like, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's some people who just talk to. You don't understand when you're just having a little, thing with your car, you know, not with your car, but with your groceries. What are you lying there rolling around for? That's literally what he said. He always saying in the morning, I'm fresh, I'm fresh. He's not fresh at all. But he's a nice guy. I like him a lot. But you see, that's the worst thing with going to this place inside. Hello. Oh, hey, girls. That's the guy called Michael who just talked to me. That's his daughter. So it's not that there's no woman allowed. It's not. You're not allowed to sleep here with us men. Mostly. I rag with the oldest guitars. And then, oh, I don't take very good care of my guitars. Actually, they're very expensive. Look, this one. This is a Fender Sunburst, you know, Telecaster from like, it's from, when is it from? It's like, oh, it's like from the 80s. It's like from 84, something like that. Then I got this. That's what I collect. Doc collects silver. I bet you this costs more than a lot of his silver. And it will always cost a lot of money. It's not because I want to have a fight with Doc, but this is always because this is a custom body, and this is an old body from like 70, 78. It's between 77 and 78. He did not know, but you know, I play on this, and this is my board. You never put a guitar like that down there. This is my board. I work on. I got my towel under it because I wanted it to be, standing on some soft shit. I play on this here. This is a micro cube. I play on this here, because you can't play so loud. And this is too for, you know, it's just but it's what I work on. This is my work shit. This is my workstation. This is a loop pedal where I can do all my shit, all my shit. Yeah, everybody fell off when I'm doing shit, when I'm talking about my music craft. What's crack lacking? I don't know, man. What's crack lacking? What is crack lacking? It was just Fender Telecaster and the Fender Stratocaster. That's just two of the most used guitars to play on in this world. And Gibson Les Paul. These three guitars, Fender Telecaster, remember that? Uh, and Fender Stratocaster, Strat, and a guitar called Gibson Les Paul. Guitar 101 with maths. Oh shit, what was that? It's because you can't play with the light here, make it a little dim. Because it's too loud, these fucking, pipes. If you can make some light here, then it's much better. Because sometimes I put this here, and I'll be finished soon. Because I have to watch tennis. Actually, if you like tennis, um, actually, we had a Dane, and this is the first time in 17 years we have a Dane in the ATP finals. So, oh, what's cracking? Oh, what's crack-a-lacking? Oh, in other words, what's up? I didn't know that. You see, there's some words I literally don't know. I'm not from the United States. Oh man, I thought you said HCI. I'm from. The real shit is, my whole school was called HCI. What the fuck? Now I'm like, what the fuck? Do you understand that? Because that's weird for me. Like, what the fuck? I need to put some groceries in, man. It's like open season for Coke is cheap, but everything else is too. You need your oatmeal. I took some shiner boxes. I don't want to eat. I don't want to go out. I don't want to. I don't want to make food. I don't want because if you buy greens, actually we have some. I have some red curry sauce I made. Uh, that's very decent and very good actually. It's a Thai person who taught me to make it, and I'm making it fresh with fresh ginger, fresh garlic, fresh fresh lime, all that shit. Oyster sauce, all that shit. And a lot of red curry, red strong curry, red strong Thai curry, some paste, and put it in, put some cocoa butter, and some cocoa milk. Oh, that's right, man. Sorry, head cracker in the house in charge. Head cracker in charge. Of course, it's HCIC. I was just, what the fuck? That's my school in this show. You must think I'm literally in pain for smoking. Not for smoking, but not for not holding it like steady with the smoking. You feeling me? But I'll I'll get off because yeah, I think that was funny. Head Cracker in charge. That's a good name. Head Cracker in charge. What the fuck? HCIC in the house. I know, man. Yeah, because HCI, HCI. That was like you wouldn't understand if I said to you what it was called. It was called Himalayan Central School. That was the name of the school. So you know what? You wouldn't know shit about that anyway, because it's literally a stupid name, but not yours, but the school name we had. So I was like, what? I just thought you were somebody I knew suddenly, like in real life. Yeah. Man. I had good fun on this live, and that's why I did it, man. I have to get something to eat, and I have to, see this tennis match again. Our fucking Dane Holger Rune, he's called. He's going to play in Munich, and he's going to win. That's his first ATP title. It's only a 250. He should have won 1,000 because he won over world's number three. Zverev. Sverev. Sverev. Yeah, Sverev. He knocked him out, man. He's number three in the world. Shit, man. You know what I mean? It's Chinese dinner. What a naughty python. I love Chinese people, man. They make good food. They don't only make good food, they fight good. They're very respectable people. I lived with a Vietnamese family. I was talking names. Family for like 3 weeks when I was like 13 years old. That was experience for lifetime. I'm very glad I had that experience because I went to New York like the year after, and then I became good, at what I did. So peace, everybody. Have a good one.